you look at the porch posts, they're not holding the porch up. There's about a 4-inch gap. So I don't even know what's holding the porch up. It's just basically cantilevered out. I'd be more curious to why it's doing that than anything. It's possible that it could be sinking a little bit. That, or they really did a good job on putting the correct grade on the walkway here to make sure the water runs off, because you can definitely tell it slopes quite a bit, and I think that could be possible. A possible reason. There you go. You can see the light there on why the top of the porch is not meeting the posts. I think the posts sunk. That only looks like it maybe dropped like 2 inches there. And you can see that they've paid attention to caulking that up between the house and the walkway. It also looks like the foundation was smoothed over with some mud at one time. You can see where they caulked the top of it where it meets the brick. I mean, I don't know if it's anything to worry about, but I'm just telling you what I see. You can see back there the crack running up to the bottom of the brick. I'm sure you probably already know, but the painting is pretty shoddy. It's pretty bad. It's got peeling paint on all the fascia. That fence I already looked at. This right side of the fence, this little wing wall, and then the fence going all the way back. It's in pretty rough shape. Looks like new gutters, new downspouts. Looks like the roof is pretty new. I was going to pull up the permit history when I got home. Let's see if there was a permit pulled on it. The fence on this side is in decent shape. It works. Some of it's a little weird. I don't know what they were doing there, but that's just cosmetic stuff. That retaining wall is leaning. They're both actually leaning, the concrete one and the timbers. The timbers more than the concrete. Looks like the concrete's doing its job for the most part. I don't know how long it's been there, but either way, I don't think it's anything to really worry about. The roof looks new. Gutters. The sprinklers, I've been looking at some of the sprinkler heads, and they're a little shoddy. They're broke. A lot of them are just broke. I mean, I wouldn't even try to turn it on. Piece of metal. Watch out for that metal, honey. Of course, you know they have the forced walkout, which I would imagine probably has its fair share of issues on the heavy rains, because that drain more than likely is probably about as big as a 5-gallon bucket underneath, and that's it. It's just a 5-gallon bucket of rocks, and that's what they use. I doubt it's tied into anything. Most of the flooded houses that we deal with that have those, That's all they consist of. We pay our drain guy to come out and stick a rubber bladder in there and blow it up just to kind of spread the rocks out a little bit. And usually that's what they consist of. I mean, the sprinkler system's there. It's just hard to say how many, how many breaks there is or what kind of condition it's in. I don't think I'd be concerned about that too much anyways if I were you. Air conditioner. Oh, and I forgot to film it, but there's also a globe missing on the front light globe for the door. Front door is missing. And this either was done recently or at least was stained recently. It'd be interesting to see if they have any permits on this. I got all the hangers there. Actually got screws in the hangers, which I don't think you're supposed to do. Also, the electric meter's pulling away from the house. I can't say exactly why that's the case, but it's kind of interesting. Looks like it's someone tried to put a big old bead of caulk in there at one time and it's pulled away more. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, I'm going to take a look on the inside.